I'm doing these quick sketches in my sketchbook because I want to do a piece or two pieces for above my couch, and I'm having it obviously relate to me and my love for photography, you know, and art and travel. So I'm kind of combining all three of those hobbies of mine into one painting. So what I'm doing is seeing if it will look better with a black background with the white details or vice versa. So I'm trying it with dry brushing because I kind of want it to have more of a vintage look to it. And I might add color to it too, but I'm not sure. Been really into, you know, kind of painting vintage stuff. So I think, I don't know, I might do a series of paintings with that. The canvases that I'll be painting these on actually have maps shellacked to them. They're maps that I collected when I went to Europe a couple years ago. And I just collected them every city, well, not every city, but a lot of the cities that I went to. So I have Barcelona on there, I think Copenhagen, Venice. Well, I'll show you what I have on there. Okay, so these are the two canvases that are already hung up just because I wanted to lay it out and see what it was going to look like. I'm not going to show you the rest of my living room because it's a mess right now. But, so this one has a big overall map of Europe. I got it when I got my ticket from Eurail. This map shows where we started. So we started in Barcelona and took some trains up. So this was a transfer, but then from Barcelona to, I think it was Zurich, we took a night train, and then from Zurich to, I think it was Prague, it was another overnight train. So it shows us our route of what it was minus the route up to Norway because we flew up there. This is a map of Paris, the transportation system. So this is an interesting story right here. So my flight over there, I had a flight from Chicago to Atlanta and then a layover in Atlanta, and that was supposed to take me straight to Barcelona. But we actually had engine failure and we had to make an emergency landing in Madrid. So it was pretty crazy because they basically just dropped us off at the airport and said, okay, like figure your way back to Barcelona. So I was, you know, on no sleep. You know, I already had plane delays, so it took me like 30 hours to get there. But this woman didn't, like, there was a language barrier. I couldn't understand Spanish, she didn't understand English. She told me the price of a ticket on the high-speed train, and it was 130 euros. Right here, this is another, what is this? From Barcelona to, oh, it's been a while since I've looked at these. Maybe on the Eurail. Oh no, this was Barcelona to, wait, train? What? Where was this? I think this is just a regular train ticket. I think this was out to Montserrat, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to look at this closely, but it's been a while. Here's a map of Park Güell, Barcelona, and Barcelona when I went there. Here is a train map of Prague and a ticket to the clock tower, which is really cool. Highly recommend. And then over to the next one, we have a map of Bergen, Norway. We flew into Bergen, and then it was like a 3-hour bus trip to Tyssedal and then to Trolltunga. It was absolutely beautiful. It, like, going to Norway makes you realize how small you are. Highly recommend it to anybody. And then there's my plane ticket to Bergen. That's my train ticket from Brussels to Paris. It's been a while since I've read these. No, this is from Milan to Venice. I don't know what this one is from. The second one. Huh. I don't know, interesting. I haven't looked at these for a while. And then this is, I think, Copenhagen, is it? Yes. This is a map of Copenhagen. So, basically what my plan is for these paintings is that I'm going to paint white over them, but I'm still gonna have the map show through. So you're still gonna be able to see like my route throughout Europe here and then all the other tickets and maps. But it's gonna kind of have, you know, that painting of a camera, and then I still haven't decided what else I'm gonna put on the other one. So I'm just gonna do one at a time and see, you know, where I go from there. So we'll see. These are the paints that I'm using. I just got these from Amazon and they were pretty cheap. It's the Apple Barrel brand. Honestly, it was like one of the first brands or paints that I saw come up, and there was about, I don't know, like 30 different colors that came in a package, and it was probably like around 15-20 bucks. So for a paint that I'm going to use just to mock paintings up, or, you know, mock larger pieces up in my sketchbook, you know, I'd rather, you know, not spend a whole lot of money on these paintings, so, or on these paints. So yeah, so I just covered this sheet. I'm gonna let it dry, and then yeah, let's do another thumbnail. So far, this is my Thailand travel sketchbook. As you can see, I can't even close it anymore, but I have mostly like paper shoved in there that will end up going in here somehow. So, and I'm not even close to being done with this yet. Like, I'll give you kind of a peek. So, the first page, actually, is this the first page? What is it? Okay, so yeah. So I have my information right here, as a reward if I ever lose this. And then I have, I'll probably add more to this page, but I have, you know, the first day of my trip to the last day of my trip. And then I did this on the plane on the way over there. And it's funny because I thought that I was going to fill out some pages, you know, consistently throughout the trip, and I just never had the time because we would be out, you know, we get up at 6 a.m. or 5 or even earlier sometimes to do stuff since we were only there for a week and just make the most out of our days. And then we would be out until like midnight. So we were absolutely exhausted. And I just didn't, you know, didn't do any of this kind of stuff out there. I just mainly did it on the plane, but and then collected stuff. So in the front I have my 2 tickets. I have which one is this? I think this was from, yeah, this was from Taipei to Bangkok. I had a layover in Taipei, and then this was boarding in Chicago to Taipei, which this was the longest flight I've ever done. It was about 15 hours. It was brutal. But and then I have, like, you know, just kind of, you know, a little timeline of our trip and then a little description of what happened there. I kind of, actually, I think I did this in the airport in Taipei, and then I've been adding to it. I made a time-lapse video of this. This is a tuk-tuk driver little vehicle thing. So I don't know. I haven't decided if I wanted to post it or not. I might. I think I might. But then my brother got me a little Polaroid camera that prints stickers. So, which was perfect when I was out there because I was taking pictures that I knew I could stick in my sketchbook just to, you know. Then map of Bangkok. And then this was our view from our Airbnb, and it had a balcony. So I just, actually I think I posted, yeah, here's a picture of it. So if you can see. And then that was off to the right actually. Really cool building, but, and all these, I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, even though these turned out dark, they're kind of like give it a 90s vibe, I want to say. I'm gonna add more to this. I'm gonna add like the landmarks we went to, like some of the temples, like the, and then the, probably, I want to add where we stayed for our Airbnb. I think we stayed like somewhere around here. And then, oh, I should add a compass too. And then, yeah, so some of the temples that we went to, I'll add those. Obviously here's, okay, this is where I picked up. So, yeah, this was the view from our Airbnb, and then there was like a little coffee place connected to our building, which actually ended up being Mook's favorite, one of her favorite coffee shops. And it was really good. They have really good Thai coffee there. And then this is actually going to be a spread. We took a train out to, and it was kind of like their version, like Bangkok's version of a metro train, out to a city called the Ancient Cities, but it's called, where is it? It's that city right there. I'm gonna butcher this. Ayutthaya? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. Doing a full-on flip through. So more Polaroids. This was one of our tickets to get into actually the floating market there. More pictures, and I'm gonna do, like, once I'm finished with this, an actual flip through. Here's one of our other tickets to get into one of the places, and then, you know, this is kind of where I just started shoving things in. So this was a map of the ancient cities and all of, you know, the temples. So yeah, that's kind of as far as I've gotten in terms of drawing wise, or, you know, writing descriptions. So one of my favorite parts about filling up a sketchbook is just to see how fat it gets. It's the best feeling in the world. And even if, you know, I have some pages that are already falling out, but no, oh, this is the second time I've done that, man. Okay, like I was saying, I think, which one is it? It's, yeah, this page is falling out already, and I kind of like it though. It's kind of weird, but, you know, this, once it's closed and I kind of condense this area right here, I will be able to, like, rubber band it together, and then it should be good. So yeah, let me put this back together. Hi. You know, have you ever gotten that, you know, after you haven't eaten for a while, you drink something or eat something that has like a lot of flavor, and it's kind of a shock to your taste buds? Not a coffee. So I'm gonna end my weekly studio vlog there. Kind of learning as I go. I think it was a pretty decent week. I didn't have a whole lot of big projects going on, but it's mostly my Thailand stuff, you know, finishing up and picking up from there. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Still need to figure out this intro thing. Bye.